Welcome back to Drama Investigator. Laura Lee's phone has allegedly been hacked. It appears to have been tapped into. She had showed us on her Instagram story her phone doing some really weird things. So why do we think it's been hacked? Well, Laura Lee had received a lot of hate after her racist tweets got exposed, and then she posted an apology where she was fake crying instead of apologizing like an adult. This was a huge controversy, and it gives us reason to believe there's people out there that really hate Laura Lee with a passion and therefore would do something like potentially hacking her phone.
My phone is...
You're communicating with us now.
It's Area 51. Oh my god.
79, 79, 97 people.
Oh my gosh, she's still going.
Who can crack this code?
Guys, I'm not touching anything. My phone is tripping.
How can we tell she's been hacked? Clearly the performance of her calculator app is very poor. McAfee, a highly reputable computer security company, has a section on their website where they explain if your phone has been tampered with. It mysteriously sounded a lot like what was happening to Laura Leach's phone. It states, mysterious apps or data. If you find apps you haven't downloaded or calls, texts and emails that you didn't send, a hacker is probably in your system. They may be using your device to send premium rate calls or messages, or to spread malware to your contacts. Lastly, they state, pop-ups or strange screensavers. Malware can also be behind spammy pop-ups, changes to your home screen, or bookmarks to suspicious websites. In fact, if you see any configuration changes you didn't personally make, this is another big clue that your smartphone has been hacked. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe Laura Lee's phone has been hacked? In other news, Kylie Jenner is being called out recently for copying a sexy pic on her Instagram from another influencer. In fact, there's a lot of drama surrounding her Kylie skincare launch trip, which we will get into in a moment. Kylie had posted this photo of her nudies covering the bits and wearing a long floppy sun hat to hide her face. People had started comparing the photo to Bella Hadid's Vogue Mexico shoot last July. However, a blogger called Amanda Ensing seems to think that she was the first and only influencer to take a photo like this and called Kylie Jenner out in the comments saying, "This photo looks awfully familiar," to which Kylie had savagely replied, "From the words of Kim Kardashian, you're not on my mood board, but I did get my inspo off Pinterest." There's a nicer way to reply, Kylie Jenner, for goodness sakes. The blogger was obviously receiving a lot of hate and therefore responded to all the drama on her Instagram story. Amanda had said, "The comment on Kylie's pic wasn't serious or meant to be in a rude way. I've supported her for years and always shown the makeup PR she has sent. I've been flooded with comments and tags yesterday from people seeing the similarities in the photos, which brought it to my attention. I'm not gonna lie, I was taken aback at first, with people hyping me up that it was inspired from my post. I never said I created the pose. I said in my original post I got inspo from Pinterest. I just thought the two photos were very similar, and I always try to give credit where it's due. I never said she copied, just said it looks familiar. Like she said, she got inspired from Pinterest as well, so maybe it's just a coincidence. I've made my own mistakes but learnt from them. If someone continually shows a pattern, they aren't learning or growing. The last thing I want is for her or anyone to think that I was attacking, because that was not my intention. At the end of the day, I have no negative feelings towards her, and it's just a photo, and we are all here to try and live our best lives. Much love, let's all continue to support and uplift each other in our journeys towards being more confident and pursuing our own paths towards self-discovery." Now, Sophia Ricci, as we all know, was invited to Kylie Jenner's skincare launch vacation. There were dramas with this from the beginning, people calling out Kylie for not inviting Jordan when Sophia Ricci had also, and I quote, stolen her other sister's baby daddy. But while Sophia was away on this trip, where I suppose she was supposed to be promoting Kylie's skin, she started promoting another company that had sunscreen lotion, one might say Kylie's competitor, on her very own Instagram story, which she had soon deleted after the controversy. So not many people saw, but I have the receipts, honey. Makeup Craze on Instagram had the screenshots of Sophia Ricci promoting Sunbum. Her post reads, "Volume up, get your sunblock tips by Drea Michelle," and we can see another influencer holding up her sunscreen to the camera, which was not Kylie Jenner's sunscreen oil. So what product is she really using? interesting, seeing as she showed us both products. Clearly she wants to make everyone think she's using Kylie skin, but really she's using good old Sunbum, which at the end of the day is probably only half the price. Now, whilst Sophia Ricci was living her best life taking hot photos on Kylie Skin's launch party vacation and posting the competitors' products, she had actually received some hate for apparently photoshopping one of her pics. Yes, it's almost 2020 and people still have the audacity to try and body shame or talk down about other people's appearance. A fake fan had said, "The curve on the wall, sis. We were all rooting for you not to face tune like the rest of them." Sophia Ricci responded maturely and savagely stating, "Thanks boo, but that is an archway, kissy face." Oh! Lastly, in other news, Nicole Concilio went off at hospital employees after her boyfriend had kidney stones and they weren't attending to his needs. She'd basically explained everything that had happened in her recent Instagram story. Luckily, her boyfriend is okay now. Here's what she had to say.
Hey you guys, how is everyone doing? We had a little eventful morning. We're back at the house now. Riley's doing way better, thank God. We're not really sure if he passed the stone. We're not really sure what's going on. I just want to thank you guys for all your prayers and well wishes. Obviously they worked because we're home and he doesn't need to have surgery. So we're just gonna be chilling. I already went out to the store, got him a bunch of things, got his medications. That was a really scary morning. I swear to you guys, I hit almost 100 miles per hour in my car trying to get him to the hospital. I had to flip it in sport mode and everything. And then when we got to the hospital, the people weren't really taking him right away. And I'm like, guys, he can't even meanwhile, Riley's screaming in pain. I'm not exaggerating that. He was very vocal, rightfully so. I was yelling because when I worked in the hospital, when I was a medical assistant, we were always taught to treat the patient that was in the most pain or looked the worst. And I was like, he is the worst. What are you guys doing? Basically people had to tell me to calm down. And I was like, you don't even want to know. I was like, I am calm. I am. You don't want to know what not calm is. But overall, the hospital was really great. I loved the nurses and the doctors that we saw today. They were all really great. They were just a little bit slow with the whole getting him seen situation. And I'm like, can you not hear him screaming? Hello, hello. But pretty much Mercury retrograde is kicking everyone's ass. Yesterday, we had to take Junie to the vet. She had an ear infection. That was a $500 bill. Now we had the emergency room today and all, just the stress and ness of it all. I was like, all right, Mercury, you can chill out now. I'm good, okay? I've had my handful. And I know there's a lot of you that may be wondering, what is Mercury retrograde? And I will tell you, so turn your sounds on. Oh, Mercury is the closest to the sun out of all the planets. It's in between almost Earth and the sun. And about 4 times a year, 3 if we are lucky, Mercury will speed past the Earth. That happens, it's considered a Mercury retrograde. And I found an article that really had a great analogy, and they used 2 cars, and I'm gonna try to find the article again to link it so you guys can read for it yourself. So let's say you're having a race and you're in one car and your best friends or whoever is in the other car. And let's say your friend speeds past you. It's easy to tell that they're going faster than you. But let's say you catch them, and once you catch up with them, they slam on their brakes and you keep going. It almost looks as if they're going reverse, but they're really just slowing down, if that makes sense. So as that car speeds back up again, it kind of zooms past your car. I feel so stupid explaining it like this, but this is the only way I get people to understand it. So Mercury zooms past your car, and in the way over, it kind of creates dust and a huge wind gust that bounces into your car. Or you could even think of it as turbulence, and that turbulence that is kind of like happening is Mercury interfering with your life, your everyday things, your jobs, your plans. It interferes with contracts. They say that you should never sign any big contract or do any huge life changes during Mercury retrograde, and avoid travel if possible. And basically why this happens is because Mercury goes to sleep. It takes a nice little nap and makes everyone pay for it.
That's all for this investigation. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. My social media will be linked down below, and I'll see you guys in our next investigation.